guys, hello for today's video. We'll do the chapter 7 summary, IP addressing. So let's start the discussion. The section and objectives. Network addresses, IPv6 network addresses, connectivity verification. IPv4 network addresses. Binary numbering system consists of the numbers 0 and 1 called bits. IPv4 addresses are expressed in 32 binary bits divided into 4 to 8 bit octets. IPv4 addresses are commonly expressed in dotted decimal notation. Positional notation. This will be the positional notation. The first row identifies the number base in radix. The decimal is 10. Binary is based on 2 and therefore radix will be 2. The second row considers the position of number starting with 0. And these are the numbers also represent the exceptional value of the calculate the positional value. Binary to decimal conversion. Convert IPv4 address. The decimal enter the 8-bit binary number of each octet under the positional value of row 1. Then calculate the reduce the decimal to binary conversion. To convert a decimal IPv4 address to binary, use a positional chart and check first if the number is greater than the 1 to 8 bit. If no, a 0 is placed in this position. If yes, then a 1 is placed in this position. Example of binary decimal to binary conversion examples. Network and host portion. IPv4 address is hierarchical, composed of a network portion and host portion. The subnet mask. The subnet mask. IPv4 address is compared to the subnet mask by bit from left to right. Logical AND. A logical AND is one of the 3 basic binary operations used in digital logic. Prefix length. The prefix length shorthand method of expressing the subnet mask. Network, host, and broadcast addresses. The types of addresses in network. Network address host portion is all 0. First host address host portion is all 0 ends with 1. The last host address host portion is all 1 ends with 0. Broadcast address host portion is all 1. Static IPv4 address assignment to a host. Some devices like printers, servers, and network devices require a fixed IP address. Dynamic IPv4 address assignment to a host. IPv4 communication. Unicast, one-to-one communication. Broadcast, one-to-all communication. Multicast, one to a select group. Wait for a while. Sorry for the interruption, but I need to charge the line. Multicast. 1 to a select group. Public and IPv4 address. Private address. Private address block. Special user IPv4 addresses. Loop back addresses. Linked loop address. Local addresses. Commonly known as automatic private IP addressing. Legacy class full addressing. Class A, Class B, Class C. Classless addressing. Classful addressing wasted addresses and exhausted the availability of IPv4. Assignment of IP addresses. IPv6 network addresses. IPv6 versus IPv4. It has a larger 128-bit address space, 340 under decillion addresses, solves limitations with IPv4, adds enhancement like address auto-configuration. Why IPv6 is needed? Rapidly increasing internet population. Depletion of IPv4. Issues with NAT, Internet of Things. IPv4 and IPv6 coexistence. Migration from IPv4 and to IPv6. Dual stack tunneling and translation. IPv6 address representation. IPv6 addresses 128 bits in length. Every 4 bits is represented by a single hexadecimal digit. Hextet, an official term referring to a segment of 16 bits or 4 hexadecimal values. IPv6 address representation. Rule 1. Omit leading zeros. All zero segments. A double colon can replace any single continuous text that's consisting of double continuation of omit all zero segments. IPv6 addresses types. 3 types of IPv6 addresses is unicast, multicast, and anycast. Unicast, single source of IPv6 address, while the multicast, an IPv6 multicast address is used to send a single IPv6 packet to multiple destinations. Anycast, an IPv6 anycast address is an IPv6 unicast address that can be assigned to multiple devices. IPv6 prefix length. The IPv6 prefix length is used to indicate the network portion of an IP address. The IPv6 unicast. It has 3 types of IPv6 unicast addresses: the global, the linked local, and the unique local. The global is the unique internet routable address. The linked local is used to communicate with other devices with the same local link, while the unique local used for local addressing with a site or between a limited number of sites. IPv6 linked local unicast addresses. IPv6 linked local addresses enable a device to communicate with other IPv6 enabled devices on the same link only. Structure of an IPv6 global address. A global unicast address has 3 parts: Global routing prefix, subnet ID, and interface ID. Static configuration of a global unicast. Router configuration, similar commands to IPv4, replace to IPv4 with IPv6. Static configuration of a global unicast address. It is just a continuation. So, dynamic configuration, stateless address onto configuration. A device can obtain its prefix, prefix length, default gateway address, and other information from an IP router. Dynamic configuration, the RA option 1, the RA option 2, and RA option 3. EUI64 process and randomly generated. When the RA message is slack and or slack with stateless DHCPv6, the client must generate its own interface. Dynamic link local address. Link local address can be established dynamically and configured manually. Cisco IOS routers use EUI64 to generate the interface ID or all linked local address on IPv6 interfaces. Static linked local addresses. Manual configuration of the linked local address allows the creation of a simple, easy remember address. Verifying IPv6 address configuration. The commands to verify IPv6 configuration are similar to IPv4. The ping command for IPv6 is identically to the command of an IPv6 address. Assigned IPv6 multicast addresses. There are two types of assigned multicast: solicited node multicast. Solicited node multicast address. Connectivity verification. ICM4v4 ICMPv6 is the messaging protocol for IPv4, while the ICMPv6 provides the same service for IPv4. ICMP message command both include host confirmation, destination or service unreachable, time exceed, and route redirection. ICMPv6 router solicitation and router advertisement message. ICMPv6 includes 4 new protocols as part of the Neighbor Discovery Protocol. Router solicitation and router advertisement. RA message used to provide addressing. Ping testing the local stack. Testing the connectivity to a local LAN. Testing connectivity to a remote host using to test the ability of the host to communicate across an entire network. Trace route, testing the path, mapping the internet. So that's all for the chapter 7. I hope you learned something from me, and yes, thank you guys. Bye.